Just wanted to do a quick review on the Hi-Point 9mm. I did a previous review on the 45 ACP. It doesn't disappoint me so far. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a little bit more significant than what you get with the 9mm, and they're both about the same price. The only thing I would say is that the 9mm would probably be a little bit better for somebody with a little smaller hand, or maybe somebody that doesn't want quite the recoil that the 45 has. So I mean, like a smaller guy, or like a young lady or something like that just wants to have something for good home defense. I don't think you could really go wrong with a $150 to it's about $150 to $200 total with the shipping fees and all that. But it's not an ugly gun, in my opinion, not by any means. And I did buy, and I'm waiting on some larger capacity magazines with a magazine extender, so it will fit my hand a lot better than it does right now, because it's just a scotch short for what I prefer. And then I'm going to take both of them out to the range. I'm going to shoot them and let you guys know what you think. With the 45 ACP, the Hi-Point, I bought this Bulldog holster. You just clip it onto your belt, over your pants like that. And this is actually really good. It fits the firearm well, and it has a release. So that's excellent. I was really happy about that. I'm not disappointed with the Hi-Point. This one, I did buy this Phobos slip-on, and the first time I put this in, it jammed. I couldn't get it out for the longest time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill out these rivets. I'm going to put some little screws in there and tighten them down to where this fits appropriately. But if you do buy this, you're going to have to make a modification on it. It says it's for this, but it's snug. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit wider than most of the 9mm that I've seen. But I think they're fine looking firearms. I did purchase the manual to go with it so that you can break it down. And the thing about these, the Hi-Point that I do like, the manual itself, it kind of goes with the gun. It's not a high frills, they didn't put a lot of money in this, but it keeps the price point down. And that's the whole thing. So a lot of people don't have $2,000 to spend on a firearm that they're going to stick in their nightstand and pray to God they never have to use. But this is a $150 to $200 pistol. I bought the gun guide with it, disassembly, cleaning, lubrication, and reassembly. And this is for all models. The book itself is in good shape. I'm going to take this over to probably an office supply store or something like that. I'm going to have this laminated. I'm going to have this binding redone, and I'm going to make this last. But it's a good little book. I was expecting a lot more, but I'm not disappointed with it. That's all I need. And like I said, it's got some pretty good illustrations in there. The font is a large font, so it's easy to read. I mean, I think people just have too high of expectations nowadays, and they're not understanding what I think the manufacturer of the Hi-Point is trying to do, and that's just make inexpensive guns that you can afford to defend your house. And if you're looking for one, a 9mm Hi-Point, it's not an ugly firearm. When I get the magazine extender, it'll fit my hand better. These grips are slick. I did notice, and that was one of the negative reviews that they get about these, is that when you're on the range, if it's hot out and your hands start to perspire, that as you're shooting, it will cause it to kind of slip around a little bit in your hand. So I am going to get the rubber grip. I already ordered it. It's coming for that. I bought a rubber set. It's a aftermarket tape-on kind that I'm going to put on the 45 ACP. But I would say if you're looking to start out with a firearm, you've never had one, this is a good option. Hi-Point 9mm. Get the little bit bigger magazine if you have a little bit bigger hands. If you have normal size, average hands, even a little bit smaller hands, this would fit your hand just right. But if you have a little bit larger hand, you get the 45 ACP. And to tell you the truth, comparing these two guns, they're not bad. But you get a lot more for your money with this 45 ACP. The only thing is it does put, you know, it kicks a little bit more than this little 9 millimeter. So those are something to think about when you're looking at them. But they're not bad firearms. Okay, I'm gonna take these out to the dry lake bed where I live, and I'm gonna put a bunch of rounds out of them once I get the other magazines and I get the grips put on here, and I'll let you guys see what that looks like when I pump them out. But so far I'm not disappointed. So, like I said, if you're looking for affordable firearms, High Point has them. 9 millimeter. They do have a 380, which I'm thinking about getting. I just want to check them all out. I'm going to fire them all and see how they are, and I'm not disappointed by any means. So this is where I'm at so far. It does have a disassembly and cleaning book that you can buy to go with it, and that's where I'm at right now. So I'll let you guys know what I think later on. You all take care.